time in his life, man.
Lord have mercy.
You talking about somebody saying, that's what I'm thinking about. Paramedic squirt in my mouth.
I like the first one. Go ahead.
You know what
Second
you
one was crazy. Come on,
What's wrong with you, man?
What's wrong with you?
He broke the top off the insulin glucose.
There you go.
He broke the top off the insulin glucose and squirted it in my mouth. He squirted it.
The internet went into full meltdown mode the second Charlamagne decided to unleash on Lil Boosie, turning a small spark into a full-blown firestorm the culture couldn't ignore. What started as Boosie making identity comments, as sources claim, turned into one of the wildest clapback sessions on live radio and social platforms in weeks. Charlamagne didn't tiptoe around nothing. He called out Boosie's contradictions, the flip-flopping, and the way he switches lanes depending on who he's targeting at that moment. And that bold energy instantly set off a chain reaction across the hip-hop world, bringing in voices who normally stay out of Boosie's mess. As sources claim, this all kicked off when Boosie made comments that fans interpreted as him hinting about identity, something that immediately caused confusion and non-stop memes. Boosie's rant was chaotic, jumping from topic to topic, and left people questioning what he was really trying to say. Charlamagne took that clip straight to the Breakfast Club and broke it down frame by frame, calling out how Boosie always tries to weaponize shock value but ends up exposing his own contradictions instead. The clip went viral instantly, with millions of views in the first 12 hours. Charlamagne said Boosie had been doing too much talking about everyone else's choices for too long, and the moment he slipped up on camera, the internet was ready to flip the script on him.
This is your sister, Light. I'm getting ready for church, but I wanted to stop down for a minute, acknowledge that people are hurting out here. I want you to stay prayed up, and I want you to stay wise. And right now, I'm going to give 3 tips to you that can help you be ready, so you can be vigilant with what it is that you're doing. Number 1, please order a passport card that you can keep in your wallet with your driver's license. Until then, keep a laminated copy of your passport picture and your birth certificate until you get it, because that's going to come in the mail, of course. Number 2, know your rights. I'm going to send you a link, but first I need you to tell everyone that you love to send me a text, 917-732-7164. Very important. Number 3, you need to create some short text. Set up some short text in your phone. This is where you can send a whole message by just typing a few letters, okay? This is very important so that if anything happens, you can shoot off, 2 little letters. That message will go to your whole emergency contact list. And right now, my sister Lynn is gonna show you how to set that up.
As sources claim, Charlamagne even joked that if Boosie wanted attention, he finally got the spotlight, just not the one he expected. That comment alone sent social media into a frenzy, with entire threads clowning Boosie for getting dragged by someone who usually laughs off these situations instead of engaging them directly. The energy around the whole thing felt explosive, like a long overdue moment finally arrived. But the situation escalated even faster once the hip-hop community joined the conversation. T.I. was the first major name to chime in, sharing a cryptic message online about standing on business and not moving sloppy when discussing sensitive topics. Even though he didn't mention Boosie by name, everybody knew exactly who he was referencing because the timing lined up perfectly. That message added new fuel to the fire because T.I. and Boosie had already been on shaky ground after their paperwork beef, and this moment reopened the entire storyline like a fresh wound. Then Cardi B slid into the conversation with a blunt breakdown. As sources claim, she posted on social media calling out how some rappers stay extra loud until the internet points that same spotlight back at them, and suddenly it's all excuses and backtracking.
Yo, I see you got that warrant. You need to go and turn yourself in. I got the bread right here to bond you out.
Do what?
I said go turn yourself in so I can...
Nigga, who sent you?
Send me where? I'm at home. I'm in the backyard. I'm trying to get you out of jail so you won't have that warrant.
Who the fuck trying to get me out the way?
No, get you out of jail.
Nigga, who the fuck sent you?
Send me where?
This nigga had an hour conversation trying to persuade me to turn myself in, and I just did 3.5 years.
No, this is a misdemeanor. This is a trespass.
No, I don't want to be your friend no more, bitch, and I want to fuck your baby mama. I want to fuck your mama. I want to kick your son. I want to kick your daughter. I want to do everything to you, nigga. Fuck your folks, nigga. You just asked me to go.
Hey, man, never mind. Hey, you weird, my nigga. Never mind.
Cardi's post instantly clocked hundreds of thousands of likes, and fans began connecting her comment to Boosie's viral rant. People started stitching videos, making jokes, and turning the whole thing into a digital roast session that Boosie couldn't escape. The entire culture locked in, watching a moment where Charlamagne's breakdown didn't just criticize Boosie, it exposed how fragile his own public persona becomes when the heat flips back onto him. And the wild part, the story was only just beginning. The second Charlamagne's breakdown started trending, the industry knew it wouldn't take long before other major names jumped into the conversation, and the next wave of reactions turned the situation into a full-blown circus. TA stepped forward first, and even though he never dropped Boosie's name, his comments hit like direct shots, sharp, pointed, and designed to sting. As sources claim, he took to livestream saying the culture needs grown men energy, not crash dummy commentary, which fans instantly connected to Boosie's chaotic statements. The comment section exploded because everyone knew the history between them, and T.I.'s tone made it clear he wasn't protecting Boosie anymore. Fans began reposting old clips from their messy fallout where Boosie accused T.I. of snitching, and T.I. said Boosie owed him an apology. The drama between them simmered for almost a year, and this new moment put everything back under the microscope. People started questioning whether T.I. had been waiting for an opening like this to reconnect with the public on the Boosie situation without having to restart the paperwork drama from scratch. As sources claim, insiders said T.I. was fed up with the noise and finally decided to speak freely again, even if indirectly. Then Cardi B stepped into the chat, and her comments took everything to another level. She didn't sugarcoat nothing. She spoke on how some rappers stay obsessed with what others do behind closed doors, calling it weird energy that exposes insecurity more than anything. That message was a direct hit because Boosie has built years of reputation off commenting on other celebrities' personal lives.
You gonna turn yourself in? I got the bread right here to burn you out. What? I said go turn yourself in so I can... Nigga, who's touching? See me where? I'm at home. I'm in the backyard. Hello?
Yo, man, what's up with your boy Finesse, man?
What do you do?
All on that internet shit again, man. I see that nigga on everything, man. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube.
Hey.
Man, what's up with that nigga, man? Tell that nigga to kill all that bullshit, man.
Man, I'm finna call him, man.
Alright, bet.
Bet. Nah, I ain't gonna answer the phone. Nigga, why is you online harassing these people, going back and forth, doing all that ranting and shit?
Shut the fuck up.
You shut up.
The niggas I'm talking about, I know them.
They don't like you.
I have dealt with these people.
They still don't like
I know these people.
So-
the niggas I'm speaking on, I know them.
So what?
You don't even know me.
I don't need to.
You ain't never met me,
I don't
fool.
have to.
You ain't never seen me in person, bro.
Dog, we on a contract together. That's all
I don't owe you no
I don't
loyalty.
give a fuck about you.
Nigga, fuck you.
Fuck you.
And your mama.
My mama. Oh,
I meant
wow.
it, nigga.
The mama joke.
In all caps, nigga. Or parentheses,
What's that?
hyphens, motherfucking quotation marks,
Hyphens?
nigga, fuck you.
What's a hyphen?
And your mama
What's
in
a hyphen,
parentheses, nigga.
Make a nigga do you something, boy. Oh, you gonna do me something? We
Somehow
gonna-
make a nigga come do something to me. You think a nigga won't come do
I know
something to
you
you?
won't. You already know where I'm at. Mark
Like a
said,
nigga, man, fuck
I'll
you.
make you do me something.
Oh, I make a nigga come really, yeah, shoot me. A nigga really do it.
You ain't gonna do shit, nigga. You a
A
mark.
nigga really do it.
For sure.
Once Cardi's post went viral, fans began stitching her message with clips of Boosie's past interviews, building a larger pattern that made him look out of control and overly invested in topics that shouldn't concern him. Cardi's impact was immediate. As sources claim, blog pages reported that the hashtag dragging Boosie spiked the moment Cardi posted her reaction. Her influence turned the conversation from Boosie said something wild to Boosie stays obsessed with the wrong things, turning the entire narrative against him in real time. Even neutral fans started switching sides, saying Charlamagne, T.I., and Cardi were finally voicing what the culture has been noticing for years. Boosie creates drama that ends up hurting himself more than anyone else. At the same time, commentators online pointed out that Boosie's slip-up was poetic karma, considering how often he comments on other artists' identities, relationships, and choices. Social media cooked him mercilessly, posting edits, memes, and jokes that spread like wildfire. Boosie tried clapping back with a few cryptic messages, but every response added more chaos because fans took it as proof that he was rattled by the wave of criticism. Charlamagne's original commentary had already cracked the door open, but the moment Cardi and T.I. jumped in, that door blew off the hinges. This wasn't just one celebrity calling out Boosie. This was a cultural check. A moment where major names stood together and said the clown behavior needed to be addressed once and for all. The internet loved every second of it. Behind all the jokes, memes, and viral clips, the deeper conversation across the culture turned into something way more serious. Why Boosie keeps inserting himself into identity conversations and why the industry finally decided to push back. Charlamagne's breakdown wasn't just about making fun of him. It forced everyone to confront how Boosie uses certain talking points to stay relevant and why the behavior had finally crossed a line. As sources claim, industry insiders said this moment was the breaking point, where major voices felt the need to speak up publicly instead of quietly ignoring his comments like in the past. Commentators began dissecting Boosie's history of making inflammatory statements about identity, relationships, and other artists' private lives. They pointed out how he regularly targets the same communities with repetitive jabs, turning it into a pattern instead of a single moment. Charlamagne highlighted the hypocrisy. Boosie claims to stand on principles, yet constantly inserts himself into conversations that have nothing to do with him. This pattern made the current situation even more explosive because people felt he was finally getting hit with the same judgment he spends years throwing at others. Analysts also pointed out how the culture has shifted. Younger fans don't respond to shock value the same way older generations did. When Boosie first went viral for wild comments, fans hyped up the energy because it felt rebellious. But now, the culture sees it as outdated and messy. As sources claim, several major YouTube commentators explained that Boosie's brand of loud outrage no longer lands because the audience has matured while he stayed stuck in the same performance style for years. T.I.'s involvement added another dimension to the conversation. Their fallout over the paperwork situation was already messy, but this new moment reignited tension because T.I.'s message suggested the culture needed to hold people accountable for reckless speech. That aligned with Charlamagne's tone and made the criticism feel united rather than isolated. Fans saw this as a major shift. The OGs were tired of the unnecessary drama and ready to put pressure on the ones causing chaos. Cardi B's comments made the discussion even bigger by pointing out how some rappers show obsession with the personal lives of others, especially when it comes to identity. Her message highlighted how weird it looks when someone comments repeatedly on topics they aren't part of, and the culture agreed instantly. People began noticing how often Boosie drifts into conversations that don't involve him, and that created a spotlight he couldn't escape from this time. As the conversation grew, bloggers, radio hosts, and content creators emphasized how important it is for the culture to evolve and leave behind old patterns of shaming or targeting. That perspective shifted the vibe from pure comedy to a real examination of why certain voices dominate conversations they shouldn't. This moment became bigger than Boosie. It became a cultural check-in on how the community treats identity, respect, and boundaries. And through all of this, Boosie stood in the center of the storm, becoming an example of how unchecked commentary can spiral into massive backlash when the entire culture decides enough is enough. After the dust settled, the Boosie situation took on a new life, becoming one of those moments that forces hip-hop to look in the mirror and decide what it wants to be moving forward. The memes were hilarious, the clapbacks were vicious, and the celebrity reactions kept coming, but underneath the smoke was a real shift happening in how the culture handles reckless commentary. As sources claim, producers, bloggers, and insiders began whispering that this situation might mark the beginning of the end for the loud outrage era that Boosie built his identity around because the community was no longer letting it slide.
Nigga, I will show anything because I'll give it back to the companies that gave it to me, my nigga. But nigga, that was nigga shit. If you sent the nigga to come swing on me, but you gotta pay me to make sure your music actually gets some traction. Just stand on it. When I called you should have said, nigga, you know what's up, nigga. You've been talking shit. But y'all ain't do that. Y'all backed off of that. Y'all said it wasn't y'all. Then y'all paid me money just to, could you give the album a shot? I chilled out. I'm like, all right, bet I'm gonna let people say whatever it is. I say, you know what? That can't be, baby. Like, I found a couple songs I like. I start supporting it. I start going up with it. And then now I'm finding out in the 10th inning, yo, baby, you niggas paid me. Yo, nigga, I'm telling y'all, that's what I'm saying. Y'all niggas gonna have to Yo, baby, you gonna have to pay me to get off your ass for this next time. Y'all paid me 30 bands already. The price is now 300 bands. Straight up. The price don't went up, nigga. 300 bands, nigga. You have this nigga who you sent. Yo, little baby, stop the bullshit, nigga. You sent this nigga to go do this bullshit, nigga. When I called you up, you acted like, oh, wait, what happened about... Yo, do you know this nigga K Rich? I call every nigga in Atlanta. You know what they say? But that's his assistant. That's his nigga. Wait, he act like you don't know him? Yo, I talked to him. He say, nigga, you paid me for your album tonight. Yo, nigga, I'm on your ass forever, nigga. Remember that. So listen, I'm only saying this because I think this little K Rich nigga thing, I'm going to go back and forth with him. Let me tell you this. I'm going to cost your boss $1 million. I did this to the best of them, and I'm going to do it to him. The 30,000 album, nigga, make sure you know that when I'm slandering you tooth and nail to the cross, I'm going to pin you to the fuck, baby. Because you nigga that you thought you could backdoor me, if you gonna squash it, nigga. Or if you gonna be on some nigga, yo, keep your security and your be that nigga, but don't do shit like, oh, we cool, and then have your man do some shit. And I'm gonna tell you this, I'm gonna take it out on you. Your money not good over here, and I'm gonna spend that money pretty good. And I'm gonna cut this stream off of that. But remember this, because you almost got away with this little comeback. But now when niggas see when I'm, and this is, I've never had more dedication than this. You either gonna be a little Dirk, or your ass gonna be cooked, nigga. Shit, nigga. And stop being scared of 4PF. Remember I told you that. Little baby, you, nigga, thing y'all niggas got going on. Your money's no longer good over here. I'm stepping on everything that you got going on. Let's see how that works. You niggas paid me 30 bands, niggas, for nothing. You paid me to step off your product.
Charlamagne's takedown became the centerpiece of the entire conversation. Not because it was disrespectful, but because it was honest. His approach wasn't emotional, it was surgical. He exposed contradictions, highlighted inconsistencies, and showed how Boosie's latest comments locked him into a narrative he couldn't escape. That raw breakdown resonated with fans in a way nobody expected because it felt like someone finally said what the culture had been feeling for years. T.I. and Cardi B's involvement showed the unity around the issue. These weren't random commenters, these were respected voices in the industry stepping forward with strong opinions that amplified the spotlight on Boosie's behavior. As sources claim, multiple artists privately reached out to Charlamagne agreeing with his take, but didn't want to enter the public conversation because they didn't want to trigger more drama with Boosie's loyal fan base. Still, their silent support showed this wasn't just internet noise, it was a real turning point in how the industry viewed Boosie's antics. Meanwhile, the internet kept the pressure high. Memes turned into full compilations, commentary videos hit millions of views, and fans kept replaying Boosie's identity comments as evidence of hypocrisy. The more Boosie tried explaining himself, the more tangled the situation became because the culture had already made its judgment. As sources claim, his attempt at damage control backfired when he posted a follow-up video that sounded defensive and frustrated, fueling even more jokes and reactions. The aftermath also sparked conversations about the responsibility that comes with having influence. Commentators pointed out that artists with big platforms shape how entire communities think, act, and treat each other. And when someone uses their platform recklessly, it sets a tone that can harm others. Charlamagne's critique fit into that narrative. He wasn't attacking Boosie personally. He was holding him accountable for years of comments that many felt were toxic and outdated. In the end, this scandal will be remembered not just for the viral clips or savage reactions, but for the cultural shift it triggered. Boosie walked into a storm he couldn't control, and the backlash revealed that the culture is evolving, choosing growth over chaos, and refusing to give unnecessary negativity the same oxygen it once did. The moment became bigger than a single argument. It became a sign that hip-hop is maturing, demanding better energy, and ready to push past old patterns that don't serve the community anymore. And for everyone watching this full breakdown, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives, more stories, and more real commentary on the biggest moments shaking the culture today.